Pond in your garden. Is it an asset or a liability? Now, obviously I'm biased. I have several ponds on my property, plus a YouTube channel and website that aims to help people build and maintain ponds without spending a fortune. And if that sounds like something that interests you, well, feel free to subscribe and check out my website, ozponds.com. So with that said, let's start with why a pond might be considered a liability. The first thing that springs to mind is the cost to run a pond. There's the electricity cost associated with pumps, aerators, maybe you'll run a UV light or lights at night time. I recently did a video talking about how much my ponds cost me to run, so I'll link that in the description if you're interested. And of course, a backyard pond's not really going to be an income producing asset. Although I have heard of people using their ponds to produce little side revenue streams. Maybe certain people with a YouTube channel or website. You might even consider selling excess fish and aquatic plants, or even using it as your classroom and learning all that you can, and then building and maintaining ponds for other people. So I guess there are a few ways that it could generate an income stream. But it's probably not going to increase the value of your home, as some prospective buyers might see it as work, and others as a luxury. It just depends. It's a lifestyle thing. Maybe in the future you'd want to rent out your property. The pond might be a hassle, as it could potentially turn off families with young children. A pond's also going to attract a lot of wildlife. For me, this is a positive, but some people can't stand the noise of frogs, but I love it. Also, lots of people associate a pond with mosquitoes and snakes. A pond will increase the overall biodiversity of the garden. It's quite possible that mosquitoes will come looking for somewhere to lay their eggs. But heaps of dragonflies will also visit your ponds. Dragonflies will eat thousands of mosquitoes every day. Snakes might well be attracted by the food source the frogs provide, as well as the nooks and crannies the rocks create. But snakes aren't the top of the food chain. Certain birds that hang around the garden will happily hunt the snakes, and the fish too, I might add. With so many wetlands lost over recent history, it makes me happy to help provide habitat to some of the species that have lost so much. Now, if you'll quickly indulge me, I'd like to talk more about why a pond is an asset. We all need water to survive, and humans are just drawn to water. It makes sense as our planet is about 80% water, and so are we. A recent study found that simply looking at water features improves a person's mental health and well-being. It's also said that they reduce stress and lower the risk of depression. Unlike other purchases around the yard, a pond ages well. In fact, I think it only gets better with time. The plants grow and the biology improves, and it almost takes care of itself. And a pond doesn't need to be expensive. Even an old barrel or container filled with water, some aquatic plants, and a few fish can be incredibly enjoyable. I have a pond outside almost every window. Waterfront properties are expensive, so I brought the water to me. And if you want to see how any of the ponds were built, you can find the build videos by scrolling back through the previous uploads. I'm convinced that not only do my ponds make me a happier and more relaxed person, they also save me money. When you've got stuff like this in your backyard, you just don't want to go anywhere. Every day feels like a holiday. There's always something new to tinker with, explore and discover. I could probably go on and on, but I'd love if others use the comments to talk about their thoughts on ponds and water features. Do you see it as an asset or a liability, and why? If you enjoyed the video, feel free to tickle that thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.